Now, what about Lane Kiffin at LSU? What he gonna do? They got a national championship next year?
I think he's the most overrated coach. You
Why?
know?
He got Ole Miss in the playoffs.
Man, first of all, Lane knew he was going there. He wanted all that attention. And everywhere he been, he could have stayed there and did what he had to do. Now you going over there. Now, one thing he did do was smart. He kept the defensive stack. He never have a defense. But his offense ain't nothing but that one read stuff. If you look at Jackson, the quarterback for the Giants, he play a lot better in that system than Lane's system. Lane got that 1-2 read, and that's it. He's overrated to me, and he never been settled. He always jumping from seat to seat. Like he left Tennessee to go to SC. That came out the bill bus. You take the job down to Florida Atlantic. Alabama wasn't going to hire you. You had to go down to Alabama first and let Nick Saban baptize you so you can get a job. Then you go to Ole Miss and do big things, knowing they got money. You want this attention at LSU. If that man don't win in 2-3 years, they going to be on him. And LSU going to be stuck with him because they paid him too much money.
What I will say is Lane Kiffin fits LSU way better than Brian Kelly ever did. So he's part of that South. He's part of that culture. So he's got a chance to do well at LSU. And, I mean, y'all can't blame him for going to LSU. You say Ole Miss got money, but they ain't got money like LSU.
They got money.
They ain't got money like LSU.
Both of them got dirty money. It's a mafia school, and you got
they
school
ain't
get
got
money from
like
KK.
LSU.
Yeah, they do. They was gonna fit it. See, that's the problem. And like I said, I told you earlier, it ain't about the logos no more.
I'm not talking about
because a lot
logos.
of these schools got money. But what I'm saying is this: it may seem that way, but Ole Miss was matching the numbers. They was matching the numbers. The reality, he wanted to get down to Florida, but Florida really didn't want to hire him. But at the same time, regardless who got the most money, they was gonna match it.
Here's the thing, though. It's not just about his contract. Ole Miss didn't get the Nike deal that LSU got. LSU just signed a historic Nike deal where they got 10 players on the LSU campus, not just football, but in multiple sports, that they're going to make a culture program. So Nike has made an investment in LSU like no other institution in the country.
Well, they doing that because Adidas doing that. Adidas did that to Miami.
Okay.
Other school. But
Ole
the
Miss
thing,
ain't got that.
But here's the thing. At the end of the day, you got to win.
Right.
To me, he's an overrated coach. And once again, I know we ain't talking about the logos yet. They going to run across one of them teams. Their logo wasn't popular and get overnight. I will put Indiana any day and hope they put a 4-year schedule. And I bet that coach, I'll coach him. He's overrated. So we'll see what happens. You got the Nike deal. You got your money deal. Think it's a new place. He has a better environment. We know that. You know, good food and all that. But we're going to see. Because I'm not hyped up behind that. Because he's overrated.
At the end of the day, LSU is bigger than the Saints in Louisiana. So if they're bigger than the Saints, LSU is bigger than anything they got going on in Mississippi. So I don't fault them for leaving. I could have seen him stay. I mean, it made sense for him to stay, in my opinion, because you're gonna go to LSU, and to your point, if he ain't got them in the playoffs in the next 2 years, and if he ain't got a championship, or at least in a championship game in the next 4 years, then he's going to be out. It's a pressure cooker.
Well, my thing is this. At the end of the day, both schools got money. Regardless who got the most, they both got money. At the end of the day, too, though, you got a coach. You got a coach. So no matter you got $8 million, you got $10 million. If that $8 million team got better coaching, they going to beat that $10 million team. So my point is, I don't care how much money they get Kiffin. It's going to come down to offense, and that offense he run. And like I said, he never have a defense. They allowed to get tired. He's overrated. You give him all the money. Still won't win. Still won't win.
So talking about college football, y'all know me. My boys got shafted, man. When you look at the teams that's in college football playoffs, you can't tell me that the Longhorns shouldn't be in the playoffs right now. They played 5, count them, 5. Nobody else in the country played 5 top 10 teams. They went 3-2. They the only ones that played Ohio State close, with the exception of Indiana at the end of the year. Ohio State blew everybody else out, and we beat A&M, who was number 2 in the country. Some people thought number 1 at the time when we beat them at the end of the year, and you still don't let the Longhorns in.
And you lose unnecessary game to Florida.
And
I guess the committee wants to try these low Division I schools out, mid schools out. I guess I think it's messed up because I thought Notre Dame should have been in it.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Notre Dame's resume won Texas' resume. We lost one extra game to an unranked team. The other two teams we lost to ranked teams. We lost an extra game, Florida, to unranked team. So all you saying is, and Sarkisian's already said it, and I hope he does it. Guess what? We're going to play the same soft schedule as everybody else, and then we're going to see what happens. We in the playoffs, man, because we in the SEC. We in the SEC. You take out Ohio State, who was one of those ranked teams. We played 4 teams ranked in the top 10 when we played them. Nobody else did that. So we'll put Southeastern Louisiana on our schedule next year. We'll put Texas State on our schedule next year, and then run through the SEC and be in the playoffs. That's what y'all want to see? No, everybody want to see Ohio State, Texas playing the beginning of the game of the year. Everybody wants to see Ohio State, Michigan. They want to see Texas and Florida State play a game. We ain't scheduling them no more. I wouldn't.
You know that ain't happening. But anyway, I just thought the Fighting Irish should have got in. That's my complaint.
Okay. What up, K Ford? Thanks for tuning in, brother. I want to give a shout out to his daughter, Kendall. They won last night. She's a senior at Dawson.
They beat Shadow Creek.
No, yeah, they beat Shadow Creek. They beat Shadow Creek. They beat them well too. It was a good game. Shadow Creek was undefeated. Dawson gave them their first loss of the year. I went to the game last night. Shout out to Kendall. She had an awesome game last night, and they're setting themselves up to go to the playoffs in girls basketball. So shout out to them. Yeah, man, you got to watch these women. They're gonna mess you up. They're gonna mess you up with these jobs.
But like I say, I thought the Fighting Irish should have got in. I just don't know how long this is gonna be a controversy every year. This is gonna be a controversy. I was really shocked that they put James Madison in there.
That's the problem.
That shocked me.
That's the problem.
And I know Tulane, they deserve it.
Tulane deserve to get in.
They deserve to get in, yeah.
They played a tougher schedule, but I'm telling you, you can't take. There's no 2 Power 5 teams out there, group of 5 teams out there, that is going to beat a Notre Dame or a Texas. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. James Madison is playing Oregon. James Madison gonna get beat by at least 20. And who wants to watch that game? Who wants to watch the Oregon James Madison?
You never know. It might be like March Madness.
Nope.
Got it.
Football.
You never know.
It's football.
James Madison upset teams. We had the coach of Indiana was down there.
Are you picking James Madison?
I'm just saying you never know.
Are you picking James Madison?
Hey, if they fool around and win, the committee going to be talking so much noise. And they going to open up doors for schools like that to get in, and it shouldn't get in every year.
It ain't happening.
Well,
it ain't happening. If I go play the lottery and win $1 million, then I believe James Madison going to win. But here's the lineup. Here's the lineup coming up. Alabama versus OU. Who you got? They're playing in Oklahoma, playing in Norman. Who you got?
It's hard to be the team twice. I'm going to go with Alabama.
You going to Alabama? I want to go with Alabama because OU struggles to score, but it's in Norman, and OU got a good defense. So I'm gonna take OU. As much as I know, I'm probably gonna hear this later. People probably taping it, going Longhorn Melvin picked OU, but I'm gonna take OU this time. As much as I hate them, Miami. The game of the weekend though is gonna be Miami Texas A&M. Who you got?
Man, look here. I'm gonna say this: if old boy managed the game, Miami got a chance. But I don't have confidence in Beck. I love my boy Mario Cristobal. That's my guy. Shout out to you. But if your quarterback managed the game, y'all gonna win. But other than that, I have to go with A&M. I have to go with Reed. I have to go there and see. I'm going with A&M. And it's a morning game. And they kind of complain about that, but it's a morning game. But I'm going with A&M. And I can't believe they put that game 11 in the morning. That's the biggest game. It should have been at prime time.
That should have been prime time game. I'm taking Miami because I think the Longhorns gave a little blueprint on how to beat A&M in A&M. We just, we went to A&M last year, and we beat them at A&M. Marcel Reed, good quarterback. He had a chance.
Great quarterback.
I mean, he would have been in New York if he had played better against the Longhorns.
Well, you know, you can't have that when you mess his foot up, but he still did the job as a
So
job
is his foot gonna be magically?
Well, I mean,
great
hey,
now?
look, y'all beat them, but they in the playoffs. If they win, guess what? Y'all got to get y'all popcorn and watch them in the sports bars.
But you said if. I take Miami on that game.
Yeah,
They're gonna
yeah.
be sitting next to us.
Yeah, okay.
We already talked about Oregon, JMU. We don't even talk about that game. Oregon about 20. Who you? Oregon, how about how many?
I'm going with James Madison upset.
Man, you stop.
Yeah.
Get off the drugs,
Hey, man,
Truesdale.
whatever.
Get off the drugs.
Hey, nigga, don't crack it. If they, okay, we already got to discuss something later on in the show. So you never know what can happen. You don't never know what can happen.
Okay, Ole Miss, Tulane. Who you got?
Shoot, I'm going with Tulane because there's too much drama going on in Ole Miss.
You know what? I think those boys are going to be so focused at Ole Miss to prove that they can win without Kiffin. Ole Miss by 15. Ole Miss by 15. Plus, you know, the Tulane coach, he's going to be the Florida coach next. So I know
think the reason why I say Tulane too is because, like, the quarterback don't know what he gonna do. He's not going to LSU. You don't know if he gonna come back, but you probably need to go and come on back. It's just a lot of zigzag going on in that situation.
Yeah, I take Ole Miss. And I really don't even think it's gonna be close. By the fourth quarter, they're gonna have some backups in there, so to make sure nobody gets hurt.
You're dealing with death when you're dealing with them programs playing against
for the
them.
next game. So